Everybody on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. We're going to do a packing live, so ask your questions now. Let me get the chat going up. If you're just now joining or you're new to the channel, which there are a lot of people, if you're over on TikTok, you're going to have to come over to YouTube and Facebook to see this. But I'm going to get this out of the way because people ask me. If you want to know what supplies I use, Nifty, the cross-lister I'll talk about, automation tool, all that sort of stuff, just go to startupfinds.com. and you'll be able to try that Nifty free trial. I always talk about it. Whatnot, if you never shopped over there. My eBay store, you can see everything that I have listed. So you can see like my pictures, my photos, all that sort of stuff. And then Amazon, the products I use. So you guys can see all that. Just bringing that up now because I know I'll get that question later on. Good afternoon, Gladys. What's happening? Felix, what is up in Chi-Town? Felix, it's about to be your day either today or tomorrow. The garage sales and estate sales, most of them start on Thursdays. Our neighborhood and the adjoining neighborhoods are starting a garage sale tomorrow. If only I could get into all of them tonight, that would be perfect. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Dora? Blended. What's up, Blended? Juliet, thanks for coming in. Amy D. Got some watches for Amy D. What else? Got some news. Think I'm going, Amy D, going to eBay Open for sure. So I think I'm going to do that. What's up, Simeon Reed? What's up, Simeon? You know where I'm at right now doing this. Brittany, what's up? Good afternoon. Should I freak out? I have been banned from Posh for 7 days. Good question. No. So again, going back to Nifty, you hear me talk about it. She sent out an email to everyone yesterday saying, everything we're doing is following the rules. They just have an automated system. I got banned for 7 days. It only lasted 2 because I reached back out to them and got it unsuspended. And then I got another email like 3 days ago, the same automated email. So I think Poshmark's just going to have to figure out how they're going to get past this automated email business. And you actually make sales on Poshmark. So if you did get the ban, you're just banned from listing new items. So I continue to get tons of sales on Poshmark. And then after 2 days, I got it lifted. So I wouldn't be freaking out at all. I will say, though, I did have a good amount of Poshmark sales the last few days. So hashtag list on multiple platforms. Let's see. Good afternoon. What's up, sir? Question. I got a warning like you did from Poshmark. Then I got an email from Nifty saying, don't worry, you're all good. Don't change anything. Thoughts? I would do what Nifty says. I think the problem with Poshmark right now is the delisting. So if your items are selling on other platforms and they get delisted, you're allowed to do that. But for some reason, Poshmark and their bots or whatever are flagging it differently and sending it to us. Basically, if you get those warnings or whatever, just message them and say, I think this is sent to me unfairly. I delist items just like your policies say I'm allowed to, da-da-da-da-da, you'll be fine. So what's up? Go Pacers. Let's go. Tonight we can close it out. So we got the Pacers lining up around here. Talk about this in a second. I got something to talk about. Gonna be a party. Yeah, it is in Vegas. I mean, Vegas is the place for parties. Retired teacher as of this year. Let's everyone clap. Retired teacher, you put in your time. I'm retired too, but I'm retired for 13 years. I will be able to catch your lives now. What's up, everybody? What's up, Brian? I'm glad you're here. And yeah, Miss Bryant, should I say, Renee. Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, come to my lives. Usually this is not when I go live. I go live Monday mornings and then some other mornings throughout the week. But I needed some stuff to ship out. We have soccer practice tonight. And then we have garage sales tomorrow morning. So I'm not going live tomorrow morning. Good afternoons. What's up, Mermaid? Okay, so I was just at a Goodwill, and this has to do with reselling. And they had this exact jersey in a 2XL. So good size. It's Paul George. This is something I left at Goodwill. It's an authentic NBA jersey. Paul George, who still plays in the NBA. But Paul George played with the Pacers for maybe 6-7 years, something like that. And then he left because he wanted to go win a championship somewhere else. So here in Indy, we don't take that lightly. We don't like him. So a lot of people donated his jerseys. You can't sell these. I'm not going to get rid of mine. But yeah, I left it behind. Moral of the story is, when you're looking at jerseys, you want legends of those organizations or current players. For example, Peyton Manning for the Colts, Tom Brady for the Patriots, Steph Curry, stuff like that. Let's see what else. Give us the eBay Open deets. What do you want to know about eBay Open, McGill? I don't know the deets a whole lot yet, but I am going, and I will be speaking. So that is what's up. Let's pack orders. Order number 1. Anything else new in the community, guys? So we hit Poshmark. No sales on Depop. No sales on Mercari for me right now. I have a ton of Depop offers. I just need to get into that. Again, I only can get in there on my computer and my iPad, so I can't go through there all day long. Again, the ePad, look at, or eBay, look at what sold. $38 for this item, paid $5 for us. Live right now, finally got to catch it. Awesome. What's up? What's up? I know I'm sorry I can't go live when everyone can watch, but what's up, Ford? When I can do some of these middays, I'll do them. Thank you for your videos. You really help. Yeah, for sure. If there's other, I feel like there's a lot of videos I should be doing that I'm missing out on that could help a lot of people. Just little things. So I don't know. Do you guys ever have any suggestions heading my way? What's up, Ford? Ford's over there. Yesterday, I put out a video, a little short form on just side hustles in general. I was a teacher. Reselling was my side hustle. And then I quit teaching, and reselling became my full-time business. And now I make a little bit of money off of like content creation. And I just put that out there. Ford is over here on TikTok doing TikTok shop, which is a whole nother option for people to do, making a really good wage, doing really well. So there really is a million ways to make $1 million, but to make extra income. TikTok shop journey. How's the journey going? Is she in here? I don't know if she's in here. She's upstairs. She has not started it yet, but she has been doing cakes. So my wife has a TikTok shop ready to go. She has products that she's going to do. Let's see if she does it. When is it? Where is it? So it's in August. I believe it's the middle of August, second week or like 17th day of August, somewhere in there. And it's in Vegas at the Venetian. It's the first time it's been in person since pre-pandemic, so over 5 years. I always wanted to go to eBay Open, but it was during school. And as you know, as a teacher, Renee, you can't miss school more than like two. You get like 2 personal days a year. Otherwise, you're sick and you have to show like a doctor's note. When are you opening a Nifty store? When am I opening a Nifty store? What's a Nifty store? What do you mean a Nifty store? How do you feel about eBay doing the promoted listing? So we'll see how that goes. Right now, I'm loving promoted listings. You guys know I've been all about it because I've been making a ton of sales. I know Tech put out a video about promoted. Good thing is it's not here yet. And then when I go to eBay, I'll be able to talk to them about a lot of that stuff in person. And the thing is, I talk to actual resellers. I'm not talking to the buyers of the items. So it would be a good conversation to have. What do you get out of going to eBay Open? Well, first of all, if you go, it's a write-off for your business, right? So any other business, let's say if you're in medical sales or whatever, and you attend a convention in Vegas or whatever, you write that off towards your business. So if you went to Vegas, your hotel, you're going there for the eBay Open, your hotel, your entry, your flights, those are all write-offs at the end of the year towards your business. When I would meet my CPA, that's what I would give them, that sort of thing. So you'd have to upfront that money, but it's a business, and while you're there, the food, all that sort of stuff, it's a business expense. Those vids seem overblown since they're about Europe. Yeah, I agree. So Felix is over here. Listen, just in general, you get on YouTube or wherever, everything's fear-mongering. Show me a video that I have with a big title that's like, eBay's dead, or da-da-da. I don't do that. It'd probably get more clicks and views. I don't do that. It's dumb. It's just scare. It's fear mongering and scare tactics. I don't care about that. The truth is, they're trying that overseas and other places. They haven't started it here, and they didn't say when they were going to start it here. So we'll just see how it goes. What's up, Jules? Just got Nifty, and it's been great. How do I make the Depop app send me notifications when someone sends me an offer? Good question. You probably have to go to your Depop settings and get notifications sent to your phone. I don't have Depop on my phone anymore because I got kicked off. So it's on my iPad, which I don't get to see those notifications. Basically, every other night I get on there and look at my offers that I have. Howdy, y'all. What's up, Redneck Pickin'? All right. You get an email from Depop. I get emails from Depop too. I feel like I do get on my iPad. Let me see. I feel like on my iPad I do. Yeah, I get. You can see. Sorry, TikTok. I'm like putting you on the side, the back burner. But you can see right there, Depop. I get notifications. So get notifications. I'm just going to Vegas. Oh my gosh. I was just going to Vegas, but you were talking, and I got to go to the Open too. Amy D, we talked about that. You're going. Always miss your OF videos. OF. What's OF? I'm brain farting over here, guys. How many items do you have listed at a time? Right now, I have 1,000. But remember, I have 1,000 across 4 platforms. So 1,000 on eBay. Those same 1,000 are on Poshmark, on Depop, and Mercari. Just like social media, a lot of people they have their one social media that they're on, and they don't go to other social media sites. So I used to only use like Instagram and YouTube, and never had TikTok. So it's the same thing with like people buying stuff. Some people just buy off Poshmark, just buy off eBay, just buy off Mercari or Depop. So it's good to have those items listed across all platforms. Get more sales that way. Always miss your OF videos. My bad. I mean, I could make some. I'm not going to show my face, but I'll make some. I'm not too good. I mean, million ways to make $1 million. There's 2 different ways to promote on eBay. Which one do you pick? I do, Katie, the fixed rate promotion. I've done 2%, 5%. Right now I'm doing 9%, and I have since January, and I haven't stopped doing 9%. And we'll go over my eBay sales. I haven't looked at them. I don't know how many are regular, Nifty sales, or promoted. So we can go over those. But I do 9%. You don't have to, but when my buy cost average is $525, I just make more sales. I'm fine with that. Amy says eBay Open is August 12th through the 14th. 12th through the 14th. Do you ever pick up scotch and soda? I've been seeing it recently and used to be a good pickup. Speaking of Vegas, I remember going to Vegas and them having a scotch and soda store. I believe in the Caesar's Palace mall, whatever that is next to it. But what do they call that place? Anyways, I don't pick it up anymore. I don't pick up scotch and soda. Or it might have been at the place across from the Wynn. Anyways, I don't pick it up anymore. Etsy store, Speed Racer, Etsy store. I have not started an Etsy store. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should start an Etsy store. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about what I'd put over there. Obviously, I don't do a lot of hard goods anymore. Gosh, if I were doing estate sales, you know how much Fenton and milk glass and all the stuff that people are, swing bait, all that stuff, leak, and so much of that stuff I would have had to put on Etsy. Do you ever find Stone Island pieces? I don't know. Stone Island pieces. I doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell. Trial ends today with Nifty. 0 sales. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to keep on doing it or not. Yeah, Troy, it's up to you. It also, so you're sending out offers on Nifty and you're recreating on Nifty. And then you're cross-listing onto other platforms. So the main thing also is you just want to have good items in general. Whether you have a cross-list or not, good items at good prices are going to sell your items. But hopefully you get some sales. Your thoughts on sticking with a niche? You seem like you have opposite logic. Yes. So thoughts on sticking with the niche. What's up, Angie? Okay. It's totally up to you. I know that's so vague. It's totally up to you what you're comfortable with. I only did hard goods and I had the packing material. I had tons of bubbles, peanuts. I had huge boxes, bubble wrap. It was so easy for me to do hard goods and pack and all that stuff. And then I couldn't find as much, so I went to clothing. But I will still get hard goods. For example, on my Facebook right now, you'll see I have 1 million messages for golf clubs and bikes. I still do hard goods, but a lot of times I'll just pick them up and sell them locally is what I do. So it's just up to you. On eBay, I don't think it matters what type of stuff you have. I think you can have an anything store and be just fine. I know plenty of people that have an everything store, clothing, hard goods, antiques, whatever, just fine. Listen, if you had a store with a used Datejust Rolex and you had it for $3,000, someone's going to be interested in that Datejust Rolex. If you also had a vintage 9 Inch Nails t-shirt, someone's going to be interested in that vintage 9 Inch Nails t-shirt. It's not going to be the same person, but it's a search engine. So I think an everything store is fine. I'm all about going into Goodwill and finding anything that's worth money. Now, for me, if I can't sell it locally and I don't want to ship it, it's a pain, I'm not going to pick it up. But I will go through the clothing, I'll go through the shoes, and then I'll just do a quick walk around the store, see if I find anything. Your thoughts on have 5,000 followers? Oh, yeah, there you go. Troy, I honestly think you need to give it like a month. Give it a month. Picked up 5 Nintendo controllers, $1 each, test and clean and list. Let's go. Just sold a polo shirt. Imagine that. Thanks for the gifts, Angie. And then second week, yeah, so same with me. Second week, everything boomed. It's worth it. Yeah, I highly recommend. Again, at the beginning of this, I said, honestly, guys, if you want more sales, you need to be across more platforms. So go to Surf's Up Finds, give it a free trial. I'm telling you, I made multiple Poshmark sales, multiple eBay sales. Okay, blended, laughing at my OF. Can you explain how to unban yourself on Depop? Did you use the same bank info or was it to issue a new one? Good question. Guys, listen, I'm a troublemaker, except with eBay. eBay likes me. In fact, they talk to me. We have conversations. Depop banned me for I don't even know why. The way I got it back was putting it on a new device, new IP. So I used my iPad to start a new account. I had to change my name to, I think it's Surf's Finds now. Different phone number, different email. Everything's the same. Bank account, my social security, everything's the same. You just have to use a different device and a different email, different phone number. That's how you get it back. Mercari, it took me forever to talk to someone. It took me a month. They had $1,000 of mine sitting over there for over a month. Finally talked to someone. They said, "Oh, we're sorry. We'll unban your account. It was an accident or whatever." It just took forever to talk to them. Then the whole Poshmark thing's recent. A lot of people are dealing with that. You know where to sell the socks. I know, Amy. I might put them on and then sell them. You know what I'm talking about? Where's the Rick Smiths jersey? I got that Rick Smiths. All day long. All day long, Rick Smiths. Come on now. Rick Smiths in that flow, Joe. Just switch from Vindu to Nifty. Honestly, way smoother. $7 more, but totally worth it. I agree. For me, also, you guys know I list everything on my phone, everything. Things have to just be smooth. Has to be smooth and easy. I don't care what it is. My photography station now is so easy and smooth. If it's easy and smooth, it makes it more enjoyable, right? Anything in life. I ran 2 miles yesterday. I listened to a podcast and it wasn't easy and smooth. I got to try to figure out how to make that easy and smooth. Old school, I love it. Yep, that's the flow, Joe, right there. What's up, John Mazda? John Mazda, been a minute. Finally sold the Todd Snyder linen blazer, saved my week. 60 into 200, let's go. John's coming out with it. Todd Snyder blazer, linen, $200. Perfect time of year to sell linen. Going to the close of my war room. First thing I find is a white big pony and a purple Versace sweater. Well, you need to get those things listed. Do you have a Nifty drop the prices of items when things are relisted? Good question. So the question is, do I have Nifty drop the items when I have them relisted? No, but I can tell you a funny story. Not really funny, to be honest. But so I'm going over to Nifty in my dashboard. You can go to your settings, and then you can go to advanced settings, and where do you go? Where do you go? Recreates, maybe. Yeah, it's probably over on recreate. So recreates over here. Every time you recreate an item using Nifty, you can adjust the price lower by whatever percent you want. 2%, 5%, 10%, 50% every 30 days, at least on eBay. I did it one time 10% higher. So all my items were going higher and higher and higher. And I'm like, what is going on? So make sure if you do that right. No, I don't currently do that. I don't currently do that. Oh, I got to do my recreates. There you go. Cut those back on. Okay. Say smooth. You don't have a T in there. You don't have a T in there, Felix. I can't do it. If you spell it right, I will try to say it. You guys know me. I butcher stuff all the time. We always say diversify, do. So Etsy might be something new. I agree, Dora. Dora, tell me what I should be selling over there that you know I have in my eBay store. All I have to do is make an account and start cross-listing. So let me know. Do you post all your items on Depop? Or is it curated? I cross-list all my items on Depop, Mercari, Poshmark. I do them all. Why not? You make 5 or 10 sales a month on Mercari or Depop, which I do. It pays for whatever, pays you $200 profit. So whatever you want that to go towards, your eBay store or dinner or Nifty, whatever. I work part-time for a local estate sale company in Indy. It's been fun learning the hard goods side. It is. What's up, Indiana? So part-time for a estate sale company, that's good because you're getting paid to educate yourself. Definitely. I spent 20 years in that business with my dad. And yeah, you can see why I only did hard goods, because there's just so much meat on the bones with hard goods. What's up, Amazing Annie? What's up, Annie? I'm definitely continuing to cross-list tons of other stuff, just learning vintage ties, highly underserved market, for sure. Ties in general are underserved market. I'm sick and still thrifting. Look, I'm sick and still thrifting. That's the one job that you'll be sick and still go do. If I'm sick, I'll still go out and thrift. Like, I've got a cold. My wife calls it a man cold. Like, I got the sniffles, so I can't go to work today. But like now I can all of a sudden go thrifting. I do some Nifty daily for your sanity. Saves me so much time. Exactly. Agreed. Howdy, be back in a second. I have to call a jail. Go directly to jail. Go, do not pass go. What are you talking about? Talking about Monopoly? What's the Pacers score going to be tonight? Oh, Patrick, man, I don't know. I can tell you this. The Knicks are going to come out swinging. But the Pacers have done really well on the road, so I honestly don't know. Should we do a little bit of packing? We should do some packing, right? Tommy Bahama, embroidered shirt. I'll tell you if it's a regular sale or whatever. Regular sale, $38. Tommy Bahama. Don't tell KOA I sold Tommy Bahama. Embroidered shirt. This is silk. Black, even if it was black, I'd pick it up because they sell for around $20. But obviously, with that on the back, I pick them up. $38, took a best offer. I just took that offer like a little bit ago. As a New Yorker, the Knicks got this. Do they have it, though? Do they really? What's up, Kings? Do the Knicks have it? They're down 3-1. I think the percent is like really low of them winning a series. But, hey, I want what's good for you. I hope you do well. I had to tell my son the other night, When Cat got hurt, which I know a lot of you guys don't care about sports, but one of the Knicks' really good players got hurt in their knee towards the end of the game. And Jameson, my son, was like, yes. I was like, we don't want him hurt, dude. So I like had to teach that lesson to my 9-year-old. Like, we don't want the opposing team or players to get hurt. Like, foul trouble, yes, great. But, you know, we don't want them to get hurt. So that's just one of those little lessons. Go Pacers. Let's go, Kings. How can you have a regular sale if you promote everything? I had a sale on all my women's, but I'll tell you guys here something about that in a second. But I ran a sale on all my women's stuff and I promote everything. So I because my women's stuff, I just am not good with that stuff. Can I encourage sellers to stop using plastic sleeves? These create a lot of microplastic waste. I sell person handmade on Etsy. I got huge positive response when I switched to paper. There you go. So if you want to, like, what you're saying is, you know, if you're shipping out an item, you know, you can wrap them in this instead of an extra sleeve, maybe. I mean, people are going to do what they do. You guys know this is what I do, but I do ship out in poly mailers. I don't want the items to get hurt. Will you show the blazers on my list? I sure will when we talk about those sales. After going through 10 or 12 wardrobes full of clothes, list stable. Yeah, you got a list. Clothes cheap. If I have an ad on eBay and a buyer never returns an item, is it count against my account? If you have not as described and the buyer never returns it, eBay tracks that item to be returned, and it never tracks. Usually eBay will ask you, did you receive this item? And if you haven't received it, you'll put no, and you won't get in trouble or your hand slapped. You'll get your money and everything. Who's taking the win? Greco-Roman wrestling, you and K-Way. Well, I definitely have length on K-Way, but he definitely has weight on me, whether that's a good thing or bad thing. So does that equate to more than 20% Poshmark to sell? Yeah, so my eBay, if it's promoted and it sells through promoted listings, they take 13 plus 9, right? So 22% of my sale out, which I'm fine with because I'm making a lot more sales doing that. I mean, we all love money. We all want to keep as much money in our pockets, but my buy cost is pretty low and I just want to move stuff. Vintage Levi's is sports jerseys. Work on Etsy for you. Sports jerseys, vintage Levi's. Okay. I might do that. I might cross this. I have a whole bunch of vintage Levi's down here. Maybe that's a good thing. Cookie question. Used to be able to see your gross total sales since day one on eBay under seller dashboard. Now it only says how many you've had sold since day one. Know where to find the total sales? I don't. Honestly, Cookie, I don't really get on eBay and look at that sort of stuff. Yeah, what I'd be doing is the same thing I'd be going on a scavenger hunt on eBay. Sorry, I can't be more help with that. Interesting. Some things I don't promote because they will sell anyway since it's not listed. Yes. I think a lot of things in my store don't need promoted. When I used to promote at like 5%, I only promoted casual shirts and polos, which were mostly made up of Polo Ralph Lauren and like Under Armour, Nike, and stuff like that. Those are the only items I promoted. And then I decided just to promote my entire store at 9%. So I drove a truck for 30 years. There's no such thing as sick or holidays. Yeah. I know in some businesses there's not. If you own your own business, it's the same way too. Good afternoon, Kevin. What's up? You're an awesome dad. A way to teach your kindness to human. Yeah. I mean, and I coach him too. We have practice tonight. So it's just part of it. It's one of those things. It's a life lesson. 2% on everything in the story. King says promote at 2% on everything. End of story. And that's the thing. For everybody, we all had different business models. So what might work for someone might not work for someone else. And that's the beauty of it all. So Kings of eBay he's been on eBay longer than I, and I started in 2001, and he's sold thousands and thousands of items, and he says 2%. So, you know, two different people who I would say are successful selling stuff in different percents. Do you still make offers like that too? Yes, I still make offers. So this last sale wasn't a Nifty sale and wasn't a promoted sale. This next item also wasn't a promoted sale and wasn't a Nifty sale. On my phone, it tells me if it were either one. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren performance shirt. So it's stretchy and it has your little horse. Sold for $22.99. You remind me of styles from Teen Wolf. Plus, they play like Surfing USA song. I don't know Teen Wolf. Did he look like Brad Pitt? End of story. So right. Yeah, everyone is different. And also, like, what you sell is different. I talk to Bearded all the time. He hates clothing. He's begging me to run a whatnot for all of his clothing because he hates clothing. So, you know, it's just what works, right? Never promote high sell-through rate items. They sell themselves. I would agree. For example, like this Denim and Supply, Aztec, this would not need to be promoted. This would sell on its own. That would sell on its own. But I just promote my whole store. How do I not know Teen Wolf? I don't know. I don't know Teen Wolf. When was Teen Wolf around? Thanks for all you do from Wisconsin. Hey, what's up, Wisconsin? I watched that documentary on Brett Favre last night on Netflix, by the way. I know it's random, but I did. But thanks. You're welcome. It was 25% off this past weekend, and then I gave 10% to watchers. 4 jeans went to the customer. There you go. eBay will not ask you if you received a return. It will automatically know via tracking number if it was returned or not in the same time given. The return is also closed to seller's favor. There you go. But I will add to that eBay has sent me messages before saying, have you received this item yet? So I will add to that eBay has sent me that message many times before. Have you received that item yet? Now, they may do all that, and like I said, they'll send you the refund and all that sort of stuff, but I have gotten that question before. How old are you? 39. Michael J. Fox from the 80s. That's why. That's why. I mean, I was born in the 80s. Have you surpassed your teaching salary? How long did it take? Yes. So, David, the sad thing is, though, that's not saying a whole lot. When I quit teaching, I was making $52,000 a year. $52,000 a year when I quit teaching. And I was pretty much matching that with reselling. So, yeah. Ebon coupons come out in June, correct? Actually, July. So really good point. Maria, I need to order my eBay stuff now. So it will come out in July. It's Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So you have Q1 that come out in January 1st. Then Q2, what would that be? April 1st, and then July 1st. And then I believe, Q3, October 1st, something like that. Something like that. I don't know. I might be wrong. Question, what's your 90-day total looking like? On eBay, 90-day total is $31,195. And you guys know I show them a number. You can go to my eBay and look at it. So it's not like I don't need to. And that's okay, right? But that's just eBay. Now that I'm selling all the platforms, it's more. New here. What's up, Lisa? Welcome in. I like your channel. What? Thanks. I know there's probably a lot of people that don't like my channel, right? Because you seem honest and realistic with pricing instead of sellers that find every gold item. Yeah, for sure. Listen, my whole business is bread and butter. Let's talk about the next item I sold. You want to? You want to? The next item I sold was a Bonobos, which I put this on Facebook today. Bonobos pair of linen shorts. I wouldn't have bought these if they weren't linen. These sold via Nifty because they sold for $15.30. So Nifty sent out an offer on eBay to somebody for 10% off, and they took it. What's up, Kim? Had a question. I've been killing it recently. My goal is 70K on my 90-day total, only through eBay. Listen, it's easily doable. It's doable. The great thing about this business is, which anybody of us, which probably is most of us, who have worked that hourly job, the more time and effort you put in, you don't get paid anything more, right? With this job, the more time and effort you put in, the more you get paid, which is just a different feeling. If I didn't go to school, I didn't go to college to think I was going to be in a business career. I was going to go to be a teacher and I'd have a salary. And the way I'd work out my ladder is every year I'd get a 2% raise to deal with inflation. So it's just, yeah. Summer slowdown is normal. It's starting. No need to worry. Just list and trust the process. For sure, guys. John Mazda makes a really good point. Get to the questions. Yeah, summer slowdown, it's a thing. It happens. The way I combat it is listing things that are on season. Just keep on listing a ton of stuff that's in season. And then, again, I talk about cross-listing all the time, sending out offers, and think about promoting if you don't promote. But sales do slow down for summer for the most part, and that's in most retail industries. Okay. What's up, Liv? Do you sell on Etsy? I don't sell on Etsy yet. I know Nifty just added it. I haven't started on it yet. I've been suggested to sell some of my vintage Levi's over there, so that's something I might do. Have you noticed less international sales with tariffs? The last time I was live, I had an international sale, but I don't know. I don't have any, I don't think this time. I haven't really paid attention, but I also know it's like one day it's this, one day it's pause. What's it? Last night, the federal judges said you can't do these tariffs. And so I don't even know. But yeah, I just list. I just focus on listing, sourcing and listing, sourcing and listing. I promote items that have been sitting for over 3 months at 2.2%. That's something good. That's a good way. I mean, it's good to tell people, other people what you do. So after they sit for 3 months, then start promoting. I know people that after they sit for 3 months, they start doing the automatic discount, the 10% off every single month that it's listed. The reason I don't do that is because I have a lot of winter good stuff that's just sitting and probably won't get picked up until wintertime. And if I did that 10% off every month by winter, those things would be steals. I've tried Marketplace, but it seems like nobody wants my good stuff. I haven't tried. The only Marketplace I do for Facebook is local pickup, golf clubs, stuff like that. Can you explain the difference of the differences to the buyer between 2 and 9% promoted? What does eBay do differently? I think eBay, basically you're paying eBay to advertise your item in one way or another. Put it at the top of search. When you go to Google and you type up, tickets to the Pacers game, and recently you've been talking about or looking up Bonobos. When you look up the tickets to the Pacers game, on the right, you might see like an advertisement on eBay for Bonobos shorts in your size. You might click on that and buy it, and you'll get charged or promoted. They might just put out people's stuff that promotes higher. I really don't know. I use Nifty too, but Etsy seems more. What do you recommend cross-listing? I'm gonna say eccentric for what I'm gonna say. For Etsy, Etsy is like knickknacks, make it yourself goods, supposedly vintage stuff. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know for sure. I really just need to take the time to get on Etsy and look at what people are selling over there. Pacers are winning it all this year. Let's go. I like that. Comment of the day. I had no luck on Depop and Posh is slow. I don't know. I don't have a ton of luck on Depop and Mercari, but Posh is up and down. Like right now I'm going to be packing up 7 items, which is pretty good for me. What's up, Buckies? What's up, Buckies? Lots of questions today. Like it. Let's do another item. Then we'll get to more questions. This sold via promoted listings. This sold for $21.99 promoted. It's just a Polo Ralph Lauren check shirt, $21.99. It's just a size large, I believe. Yep, size large. Nothing special. Polo Ralph Lauren, you guys know the deal with that. Just like clothing, everyone likes furniture. I will prosper with storage furniture. Online sales are slow. Yeah, there you go. Learn that Untuckit wrinkle-free shirts have better sell-through rate than regular ones. Cookie. Yes, probably true. So you have Untuckit, you have Slim Fit, you'll have non-iron, which is like wrinkle-free. What's this one? This is a linen. I got this exact same shirt today. I picked this exact same shirt up. It is wrinkle-resistant linen, wrinkle-resistant linen. So how about that? 2XL. Hopefully that thing sells quick. Let me get this on here. Alberto, California. Heck, I have 2 kids older than you. Sorry, Faye. Hey, don't age yourself. Stop. I should get a ticket to eBay Open just so I have an excuse to go back to Vegas. I know. I love Vegas so much. I really love Vegas. I love Vegas. Nicest restaurants, nicest shopping, nicest hotels, nicest pools, the food's so good. Favorite buffet is at Caesars. It's like a newer-ish one. I guess it's like 6 or 7 years old now, but it's so good. Can you please advise me on pricing my first Poshmark listing? I mark it up so I can receive offers. What percentage? Thanks. So it's totally up to you, Lisa. Since they take 20% and eBay takes 13%, you can price your item up, a few extra bucks, a few extra percent if you want to. When you cross list using Nifty or whatever. I just cross list and I keep it the same price. But I have offers sent out on all the platforms. So when it comes to offers, I have it sent on all the platforms. Thanks for your advice. You're welcome. In 2 months, my 90 days net is almost 2K, and I just started listing 2 months. Age-old wisdom and experience matters for sure. Bonobos is an ape species. In case you wanted, is it an ape species? Bonobos is? I never knew that. Can you please explain your shipping setup? Sure. Specifically, Sanchez, what do you want to know? My shipping setup is I print out all my labels through the different platforms. So Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop. I have a tote here that has my shipping supplies. And then I'll go get all my items in order of how they sold, put them here, ship out all my labels in a long stream like this, and I'll just pack it. I look at my phone. I use my phone for everything, pretty much. Next item is a Peter Millar. This sold in like a day. Just a white Peter Millar with a random golf course logo with a little hatchet. Sold in a day to Lucas for $23.99. Now, I will say on Nifty, I do have it set up where I don't send offers out until after 7 days. So if I list an item, I don't let Nifty send out offers until after 7 days it's been listed. Why? Just because I want to give that item time to sell. That is why. How do you do weight? So what I'd recommend if you're new, getting a little scale off Amazon. And then I list all my items on eBay. I put in the dimensions of the item. So for example, for this little dress right here, I'll do 8x6x1 or 8x6x2 because I know it's going in a poly mailer, and I'll know how much it weighs just by doing it since 2016. I know how much this weighs. Weighs like 11 ounces. And so you have to put that information in. When you cross list it over to Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari, it takes all that information with it. Founder Brooks Brothers, Brooksgate, wool men's blazer coat. Comps are all over the board from 30 to 125. It's just going to depend on the model, like the print. Is it tweed? That sort of thing. I pass up on a lot of Brooks Brothers. So yeah, because it's all over the place, right? You're welcome. Yep. And by the way, there's no dumb question here. You can ask whatever you want. This is Reformation, whatever, however you pronounce it. Women's. I was going to say something about the women's. So I think I'm going to get back to like the women's on whatnot. I just am getting too much of it. I don't like listing it. I think I'm just going to do it all on whatnot. What's up, Eden? Eden, do you want to say hi to the world? Since you're a superstar, say hi to the world. That's waving. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, they can't even barely see you. This is Eden. Are you excited that it's summer?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd you do today? What are you doing in there?
Playing Barbie.
Playing Barbies? Is it all over where I take pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's okay. All right. Love you. Eden, the world says hi to you. They say, hi, Eden. When's my show? I don't know yet. I need to schedule it. I'm not from Hawaii. There's a Hawaiian flag back there. I'm not from Hawaii. I love Hawaii, though. Have you had this happen? Took an offer of $50. What? What happened? I'm a Canadian seller and I have to enter in a tariff code and selling an item. My sales have stalled, and I'm thinking this may be the reason. Yeah, it could be the tariff stuff. I know the Canadian Post Office, they did all their they did a whole bunch of like not coming to work, whatever, protesting or whatever they were doing. And then now the tariff stuff. So I feel bad. Yeah, Canadian, I'm sorry about that. We love you up there. What's happening, Captain? What's up, Boogie? You told me early on to sell in-season list every day. Totally game changer. Thanks. Yeah, for sure. So a lot of people know, I'm an in-season. I sell on season. And I didn't do that at first. It took me a while. Once I started to build a stockpile of money for my business, I could go in a thrift store and buy anything I wanted, right? Whatever I could, I knew it could make money. And I would have a big pile of spring and summer, and a pile of winter and fall. And if it's spring and summer, I'm like, I got to list this stuff now. This stuff can wait. Got to a point where, okay, now I'm just putting all that in storage. And I'm listing all the spring and summer and pulling that out of storage. And then once fall hits, the spring and summer go in storage. I'm pulling out winter and fall, and I already have a ton of it. But it took me a little bit to do that. Her mom and her twins, blended for sure. She looks just like my wife. She looks just like Shelby. I just sold Build-A-Bear to someone international, still having sales. Okay, so Build-A-Bear international, still having sales. I sold a suit last week to someone internationally. Had it pop up from eBay, say I made 119 sale, but I looked at totals and it was 50-ish. Okay, I had a pop up from eBay, sale and made $119 sale. When I looked at totals, it said only 50. Original price was 100, took an offer. Why would it show 119? Oh, eBay changed it to where when you look at your sales, it won't show you your accepted offer sometimes now, if that's what you're talking about. They used to say, like, if I had an item for 100 and I accepted 50, it used to say $50 was what I got it for. Now it doesn't say that. Hope you're having a good day, pure friend. Wrinkle-free linen, what kind of magic is that, right, Maria? I don't know. It's not wrinkled. It's not wrinkled. Wrinkle-free linen. And it's seersucker looking. I mean, it is wrinkled. I don't know. Seersucker is supposed to be wrinkled. I don't know. Untuck it. What are you doing? Has anyone applied for and received an eBay grant? Good question. I have not. Joined Depop finally so I can cross-list to it from Nifty. I have this issue when creating password. Apparently, Depop has made it easy so we don't use a password, but I need a password for Nifty so I can link it. I emailed Depop, not getting far. Anybody else? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I got my Depop link to Nifty. If you have trouble with Nifty, they'll get back to you really quick. Depop, probably not. Do you think search words are important in the description? I think search words are important in your item title. I think they're important in your item title. Search words, vintage, BNT, silk, all that sort of stuff, whatever it is. What's up, cutie? What's up, Cindy? What's up, everybody? Oh, they're saying hi to Eden. Hi, cutie. My bad. Happy summer, Eden. Can you show your 7-day setup? Do you want to show everyone? Do you want to do something special for everybody? I'm not going to pick you up. Stand right here. Stand right here. Good. Good. And now do a back walkover. Look at that. Good job, girlfriend. Good job. She's been doing it. She's doing good. Can you show your 7-day setup for offers? Yeah. Eden, they're giving you hearts and high fives. Good job. And they did this too. They said you're strong. All right. Yeah, I'll show you my guys, we just come in here and talk. So it is what it is. 7-day offer. Is that what you're talking about? So when I do my offers, this is what it looks like for me. 10% behavior is not in line with our policies. May result in gifting restriction. Oh my gosh. TikTok, that's why I don't get on you very often, because you restrict people. Okay, so here's my offer. And then I click on that and it has to be 7 days or older. So let's go back to it. On Nifty, I'll show you guys. She's a little doll. Let's see you do a cartwheel. What's up, Chase Scott? There's no way I'm doing a cartwheel. No way. If K-Way does one, I'll do one. All right, so we're on Nifty right here. You go to your offers, update settings, and then right here, there's that little pen. And right here's what I do. 10% include item is older than 7 days. That's what I do. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. So I don't let Nifty send out offers until it's 7 days old. Oh, you guys don't want to see that? Okay. What's up, AZ? Question on eBay. After 250 listings, are you free to do paid for the next level of 21 a month annual subscription? Is it worth it? What do you grow your store currently? Okay, so if you have 250 listings and you're listing daily, you probably need to look at getting a store. The advantages of a store are you're hopefully going to pay less in listing fees than you are going to with listing fees. So you're just going to pay for a store that gives you more than 250 worth of entry listings. Also, you'll be able to send out, you have a storefront, which doesn't make that big of a difference, but you can send out coupons, you can run sales, you get a little bit of like free shipping supplies through eBay, stuff like that. Besides Shop Goodwill, where else online is a good place to source? I haven't tried Whatnot in a while. Whatnot, I'm telling you, you can find the right places on Whatnot. You can get stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna shame on like the really good, successful Whatnotters, but the ones out there just trying to make money. They don't have a lot of people in their show. I'm sourcing from them. What's my store cost? That's another good question. I pay $59.99 a month for my eBay store, and at the end of the year, I write that off. It's part of my business expense, just like any of your items you buy. Those are your buy cost. Anything, you know, my photo setup, all the materials that went into that, I put on a paper and it gets written off the end of the year. So just know that. I know paying $60 up front sucks monthly, but for me, I'd be paying more monthly if I didn't have that. Besides eBay, what other apps do you use? I do eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop, and Whatnot. What's up, Caleb? Speaking of Whatnot, I know Caleb had a show, I think today. Caleb Sells has been doing a lot of Whatnots, and you can get good stuff off his shows. I've been watching them, some of them. God, this little bug in here. U.S. Canadians love Americans too. Good. Or us Canadians love Americans too. Good. I can't get my pictures perfect. It's driving me crazy. Any suggestions? Mess with the aperture on your phone or whatever it is, the color, the hue on your phone. That could help. I could show you real quick. You go to your pictures. There's a little, under photo, there's a little plus and minus symbol that you can go back and forth to make it darker or lighter. That can really help out with blues and blacks. You can even do that a different way. You just go to your camera, you click on the middle, and you can just drag your finger up and down, and it will show, up and down, and it will get darker and lighter. So that should help get your colors right. Lighting is key. Heading to South Florida to hit more Goodwills. I want to come. Thanks for the invite. Not. What the heck is an eBay grant? They have an eBay grant. It's like a $10,000 grant. I don't know. I just know if you follow eBay for sellers on Instagram, there's an eBay grant out there. How many listings do you have on eBay? A little over 1,000. Title and item specifics reign supreme for keywords on eBay. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Yep. Thinking about selling in bundles to move product. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. I know K-Wave started doing stuff on List It. So you can like list bundles over there. But if you're talking about just bundles on eBay, I've done that plenty of times. I just lot stuff together. Do you use sales tax certificate? Do you get your purchase tax-free? No, I don't use a business sales tax. I don't use it. To be honest, I know all the managers everywhere, and to use that, The people have to call the managers to the front and they have to enter in all this information. I just don't mess with it. Our Goodwill is if you spend $20 or more, you get $10 off, which is tax pretty much. So I just don't. Now your turn backwards. No, I can't. Does Eden want to go to Purdue? Eden, do you want to go to Purdue? Yeah. If I ever do Eden's trick, I'm not getting back up. Yeah, me neither. Plus he's selling bundles. So what? Show us your camera roll? Okay, wait. You want me to show you our camera roll together? Me and you? Me and you? Is that what you're talking about? You guys like toes? You guys like toes? Because I can show you toes if you want to see. I'm not going to show you our camera roll. I've already got a warning, K-Way, on TikTok, so I'm going to probably be like you here soon. I bought Timberland, Adidas, Doc Martens from AZ from AZ. Sold cheap on his Whatnot. They sold quick. Yeah, Whatnot. So the question is, where else can you source? For sure, Whatnot. There's more and more people selling on Whatnot than ever. So yeah, there's more buyers on there too, but there's more sellers. And there are a lot of people that are just trying to start out and know that you might have to take a little bit of a loss. Or like AZ, who's buying storage units. They don't care how much they get for their Doc Martens. They're happy to get rid of it. Just get them out of this storage unit. Give me a few bucks. What's up, VR seller from Vegas? I love Vegas. Been using a white background. See great photo using a wood slat wall. Opinions. eBay used to push white backgrounds for a while. Maybe from about like 2017 until maybe like 2022. And then they just kind of let go of that. I just think good lighting and good contrast really will help your picture. Really good thumbnail photo. Because like 80%, I think the statistic is that people are buying it from a mobile device. So that thumbnail photo is really important. How do I handle really low offers? I don't take it personally. It just depends what the item is. If it's an item that I've had for a long time, I'll entertain it. If it's an item I know should sell for more, I just decline it. I know some people are like, you should always give a return on offer to them. But if it's like way less than 50%, I'll just decline it. Ain't nobody got time for that. You got a restriction on, oh no, be careful. I know. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I know TikTok. I get on one time and it's like, you're in trouble. Everyone hit that like and subscribe. Thanks, Cookie. What's that gray suit jacket next to you? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. We are packing after all. All right, next item. This sold via promoted listing. Via promoted listing. This is a pair. Don't sleep on REI. Do not sleep. I love picking up REI hiking pants. REI hiking pants like the nylon. They feel like Prana or even Cool. REI hiking pants. Don't sleep on them. A lot of people do. $21.99. I paid $4.99 for them. And they sell really quickly. Again, that one was via promoted listings. I see mostly stock photos on eBay. eBay tells you not to do stock photos. So that's just up to you if you want to do it or not. I mean, obviously stock photos look really good. It's a, professional doing it. But now they even have AI where you can just take a picture of the item and they'll put it on like a fake model in the street and stuff like that. So Twillery. This is the second Twillery I've sold recently. Twillery, just a white Twillery shirt. I don't pick up all of these, so don't pick up every single one you see. Make sure you do your comping and your due diligence. But this is just a white Twillery shirt sold for $22.99 via promoted listings. No one wants y'all together to see his own. What are you talking about? What systems do you stream at the same time? So what I'm streaming at the same time is called Restream. And you just hook in your YouTube and your Facebook and even Instagram if I wanted. But Instagram is a little extra to do. Like, not extra money, just extra time to throw in there. So I just don't put it in there. I see mostly stock photos in here. After promoted listing, what do you clear? Okay, so this was $5. It sold for $22.99. So let's just say $23. $5 into 23. eBay is going to take 22%. 22%. So they're going to take what? $4, a little over $4. Let's say $5. So they take $5. My buy cost was $5. It sold for $23. So I'm making $13 profit on this shirt, and then I'll have to pay taxes on that $13. But I'm also saving money printing my items from home, my labels from home. So I might have actually made a couple dollars on that shipping. What's eBay still says why to use background and they're prorated selling pro. Yeah, eBay's still saying to use white background. Yeah, I use like a gray background now is what I use. Our REI co-op line sells a bit better, I believe. That might have been co-op. I'm not sure. Is that REI co-op? I just listed a REI pants. Another Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. So second one of this listing or packing live. This is a non-iron Polo Ralph Lauren. And sold for $19.99. Did not sell Nifty, did not sell promoted, just sold. What's up, Bull North? Long time no talk to. I was telling everyone earlier that I watched this documentary on Netflix about Brett Favre, who, as you know, ended up at the Vikings for just, what, a year, a hot second. But yeah, interesting. Interesting documentary. Next item is this blazer you guys were talking about, looking at. I feel like there might have been a little stain. Maybe not. I don't know. Had to have been. I feel like there's a little stain. That's why I priced it cheap. So this is a cotton J. Crew Ludlow blazer. And it is new with tags. New with tags Ludlow blazer. And I'm pretty sure it had a stain somewhere on it. I took a best offer of $51. I paid $7.99. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it had a stain or a little mark somewhere on it. $51 took an offer on this Ludlow blazer. Usually if it didn't, like if this didn't have a little mark, it would have probably sold for more like 100. But it is cotton. I'm small. Always thank low offers and counter offers. I'm small. Always thank low offers and counter offers. Same process on small discount. Just look at like they have a bigger budget. Nothing personal. Yeah, I don't take any of that stuff personal. You know, people just trying to get a deal out there. And there's a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that'll take that. Like I said, if I have an item that's sitting for a long time, for example, these Puma plaid shorts right here, I think those are off eBay now since we got in trouble with Puma there a while back. But I would, if someone offered me $5 or $10 for those, I'd probably take it. So yeah, I'm not mad at them. Not mad at them for offering that. That's going in a padded flat rate envelope. $7.99 into $51. And that sold via promoted listings too. That sold via promoted listings. This next item sold via Nifty because Nifty sent on an offer and it sold for $19.80. This is a G4. A G4. But I priced it really cheap because it has this Blue Jack National. It's just got this big, it's not even a golf course. It's I don't know. It's might have been a golf course, might have been like an invitational one-time thing. But yeah, G4, they've come down a little bit. They're still great to pick up. I pick them up anytime I'd see them. But they do sell these at Nordstrom's and Marshall's now, and they have for a couple years. You're going yard sale on US 40? I don't know. Oh, when is that? Lil Denny, when is that? When is that yard selling? You see in summer slowdown? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Usually I see it in July and August. Every year, my numbers in July are always a little bit lower. I feel like it's my lowest month of the year. Same price. Heather. Oh yeah, there you go. Talking about offers. Just got suspended on Poshmark. What the F, J Boogie? Just message Poshmark. You'll be good. Message and whatever. Hi, cutie. You can watch me all you want. What do you think? Am I cute? What? Get out of my room right now. You're in trouble. Today is Sunday. Oh, today to Sunday? Well, then I'm too late. Nope, I won't be going to it. Still haven't listed my blazers. Brittany, I'm telling you, it's the worst. But God, it's good money. It's such good money. Like this one right here. This one has to ship out today. I'm a little late shipping this one. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. Not a Lauren Ralph Lauren. It's a Polo Ralph Lauren blazer. Where's the tag? Polo Ralph Lauren. Polo Ralph Lauren blazer. This sold for $99.99 via promoted listing. I paid $7.99 for it. $99.99 via promoted listing. So, Brittany, get on it, girl. eBay takes 20%. Did you say? I know Poshmark does. So, eBay takes like 13 and some change percent, Heather. But since I promote at 9%, if the item sells through promoted listings, eBay will take 22%, my 9 plus the 13. So on this particular item right here, eBay took $22 of the 100, and I bought it for $7.99. So to me, I'm still making great money on that. And that is going out ground advantage. I'm going to put it in a bag. Rolled it up, put it in a bag. Probably have like 20 to 30 blazers. Get on it. Just do it all. Just knock them all out at one time. You'll be grateful. I do all my pictures, and then I'll put them in that, like, you guys know how I do my blazers and stuff. I'll put them in that little pick stitch app later. Do it all and batch it. What is the blend of that blazer? This blazer is just cotton. It's just a cotton corduroy blazer. To be honest, I'm surprised it sold right now. Figured it wouldn't be till fall, but it does. It did sell. These bags right here, these are Costco bags. These are waist liner bags. They're great. These are great. You get, I think they're like 15 bucks maybe, and you get 500, and they're only 10 gallons, but they're like perfect size. They're great bags. I'm sure someone has a link somewhere for better bags or something, but these have just worked great for me. Do you say you wrote off the cost of goods at the end of the year? Yeah, for sure. So you write off all the cost of goods. So that jacket, $7.99. What I'm doing is I'm paying I'm paying taxes on the profit of the item. The profit of the item. So that $22 eBay took, and then the $7.99, and then I'm paying taxes on whatever is left. All right, that's going out. Black label polo. I just sold a black label polo sweater last night on Poshmark. People still want winter stuff. Yeah, for sure. It sells year round, no doubt. But like I said, when I posted a picture of this, yes, this stuff sells year round, but I'm selling one of those to every like 100 shorts and polo shirts. Yeah, jackets are I'm not selling near, but in the winter I'm selling way more sweaters and jackets. I'm not selling barely any shorts and polos. How do I change the percentage eBay charges me? It automatically charges me 12%. So eBay will charge you like around 13% no matter what. That's what you charge for selling on their platform. So if you make a sale, eBay charges you 13%. Let's see. You guys are talking to each other. Perfect. Hello. Want to collect for you NBA jersey? Well, I want to collect you for NBA jersey. No. These are my jerseys. And they're Pacers. So again, Adidas 365 shorts. I see these on the racks all the time. Not even on the new carts, only on the racks. People pass up on them. I get it. It doesn't meet their selling metrics. No problem. But for me, I pick them up. $3.99 for me. I sell them for $18. Literally can't even get these into my bins. I take photos of them, put them in my pile down here to put in my bins, and they don't even make it in my bins almost all the time. These sold within a week. On Poshmark, which I did not put it in a Poshmark bag, an envelope for $18. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. I like it. Keep on. It should have gone in a priority, so I wouldn't have to spend my own money. This I took a best offer of. I picked it up. Really wasn't that great of a pickup. It's a Chubby's polo shirt. Very oversaturated. They don't sell for what they used to. Paid $5 for this Chubby's polo shirt, and it sold for $13 on Poshmark. Again, one of those items where I'm like, get it out the door. I'll take that 13. I'll go buy some good stuff. Today, I found lots of Lululemon. I found multiple Viore. I found tons of good stuff today. Kobe's. I love Hawaiian shirts. I know you do, and Western. Dang it. Why do I keep putting it in these? Stop it, Brad. Stop it. This is what I need. Quit doing that. They automatically charge me 12% for promoted listings. You want to go in and change that. Angie, so I'll show you real quick. If you have a store, real quick, we'll go over to, we'll go over here. We'll go to eBay. Boop. We're going to go over to sell. You can always rewatch this later. So right now we're changing everything to the promoted listing, how we want it. You're going to go down here to actions, edit all your listings. Again, you can go back and rewatch this wherever you are. Edit all your listings. They'll all come up. Click the top one so it selects all of your listings. Bulk edit. Go down to promoted listings. Then you can come down here and update your promoted. You can stop your promoting right now and apply that to all so you're not promoting anything anymore. Or you can do an ad rate. I apply a single fixed ad rate at 9%. That's what I do. Save, apply, and that's what I do. So if you want to get rid of it, that's what you do. Submit. Boop. Okay. I have a pair of those Adidas shorts I watched yesterday to list. There you go, Troy. They should sell pretty quickly. Take the right picture. Speaking of Untuck It, slim fit, wrinkle-free, 2XL. How about it? Untuck It, 2XL, wrinkle-free. This sold for $21 on Poshmark, and I'm putting it in a priority. Do you have everything you buy in an Excel file? No, you can put in your buy cost in Nifty now. So you just put in your buy cost in Nifty for all your items. Nifty is a spreadsheet, and you can put it all your sales gets pulled into Nifty. It puts in how much it sold for, the shipping cost. You put in your buy cost and everything, and Nifty will come out with how much profit you'll pay. So it's your spreadsheet. It's all there. All business costs are write-off against gross earnings. There you go. Troy said it. That's true. That is true. There's Poshmark. More Poshmark. I'll get them all up here. How about these? I still pick these up. Under Armour polos don't sell well for me, but these quarter zips, I know we all see them. Some of my thrift stores price Under Armour all at $9.99 and some of them $4.99. When they're $4.99, I buy them. I sell them for like 17 or 18 bucks. This sold for 17 bucks. Super easy for me to list because I can just sell similar for my own items. Just plug in the pictures and the colors. Is it Nippy? Oh, Nifty. So Nifty is your cross lister. It is your automation tool, and it has analytics and keeps all the tracking of everything. So if you go to YouTube and look up my YouTube channel, I have a video on Nifty. There's also a free trial and a discount off your first month to give it a try. So if you're a reseller on Nifty's, like you've heard of Vindu and all those others, Nifty's better than those. And this is done because I put it in another one of these. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Took me almost a year to start using the analytics tool of Nifty, adding cost of goods, etc. It is great and was missing a piece I needed to make it easy. Yes. So if you're using a different spreadsheet, you don't have to do that anymore. Unless you're selling stuff on, well, you can add it in there, but like on Whatnot or whatever, you can add that in on a different like tab. Here are Columbia shorts. I still have a bunch of these. I bought these for $2.50 at a Dick's Sporting Goods sale. And I bought so many of these shorts, $2.50. They sold for $16. I still have a box full of them, but the only sizes I have left are 40 and 42. Usually the bigger the better, but they are just not selling. The 34s and 40s and 42s. The 34s, 36s, 38s, 32s, those all sold really quick. But yeah, I see these at Goodwill all the time, $5 used. I'm like, crazy, man. These next two items are the same item, but sold to different people. These are Lululemon shorts. There's no hit down here. The little tab is up here. And the reason I knew these were Lululemon is because these are bowline shorts, and I love these types of Lululemon. But you can also look, like if you find a pair of you think Lulu, just look at the little tab, the little drawstrings, the end of them right there. They'll usually have a little Lululemon hit on them. If not, they'll have an off-brand. You don't want off-brand. We're going to put these in priority. I still have a box of Patagonia shorts. Do you, Felix? Look, Felix, this stuff is still, it's not a lot, but this is still from that sale. Felix was at that same sale. So just a few things here, and then I have a few of those Columbia left. But yeah, I'm with you, Felix. I still have some stuff from that sale. Do you price out what you figure they'll sell for, or a bit higher to allow offers? I price at the sold comps. And if it's a cheaper item, I don't allow offers on it. If it's a cheaper item, like on eBay, I don't allow offers. Poshmark, I do. I did not take offers on these Lululemon shorts. I knew they'd sell for $24.99 a piece, and they did. So again, another pair of Lululemon shorts, $29.99 a piece. Bought them for $3.99 each. Thanks for all your videos. Hey, appreciate it. Got Nifty and started promoting at 7%. My store has gone from 60% sell-through rate to 90% last month, selling more than I listed. Good problem to have. Tim, that is what I like to hear. That means what I'm saying works for someone else. Might not work for some other people. Some people are going to say, like, Surfs, you suck. What you say didn't work. But I'm glad it worked for you, Tim. That's what's important. Do you remove your winter items during the summer and vice versa during the winter? Absolutely not. Once I have an item listed, it stays listed forever until it sells. So once I list an item, winter, spring, fall, it doesn't matter what it is, it stays listed. Really good question. So yeah, that's it, guys. Gonna head out to the post office, soccer practice, all the goodies. Pacers play tonight. Go Pacers. Thanks for joining. I did get a little warning from TikTok, so I don't know if my live will be banned from now on. I don't know. But I'll just tell them I'll do TikTok shop, and they'll be like, okay, you can come back on. Made it back from the movies in time to see this movie. What's up, Rolling Stones? Speaking of movies, I want to go see Mission Impossible, and I want to see Final Destination. All right, you're welcome, everybody. I'll see